Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Conversations with Saima Hamid. Last episode, the third episode, we discussed insecurities and we discovered they are symptoms of something called low self esteem. And self esteem is a domain where we were focused on. We had our last time. अब हमें ये देखना है कि हम हैं और ये जो सवाल है कि तुम कौन हो, मैं कौन हूँ, मेरी शनाख्त क्या है, इसमें साइमा हामिद ने पिछली बार एक मश्क दी थी जो मैं चाहूँगा वो दोबारा इसी से शुरू करें। तो उस मश्क में ये था कि आप ये बयान करें कि आप कौन हैं और साथ ही साथ ये ख्याल रखिएगा कि आप अपने विजन का तस्करा ना करें, अपनी अचीवमेंट्स का तस्करा ना करें, आप ये भी ना बयान करें कि आप करते क्या हैं। तो उसको जहन में रखते हुए when you strip yourself of your possessions, your achievements, your vision, your doing, then what are you left with? That is what you want to describe. And of course, it's a question that is not an easy one to answer. So, fortunately, we have with us Saima again, fourth episode, and I would like to welcome her so that she can shed some light on this because most of the time, Saima, Assalamu alaikum, how are you?
Walaikum assalam. Ji, I'm good. I'm good. How are you, Kamran Sahab?
Very well. And from the last episode that we had, you commented on our dependence and reliance on externalities like power, wealth,
Yes.
appearance. And we tend to use or rely on these elements for our confidence and for our sense of self esteem. And they're all rooted in the externalities of life. And you said that whilst they may work, but they are very temporary, very ethereal, and cannot be sustained because life throws different sort of challenges at us. COVID 19 is no exception. So, if not the external, what are the sources of strengthening our being so that we are able to, what do you call, persevere and persist and remain committed to the course that we have set for ourselves without losing that confidence, which is essential for doing anything in life? So, over to you,
Yes.
Saima.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Kamran Sahab. Interesting topic indeed, definitely. In our last session, हमने बात की थी insecurities पे basically we wanted to shed some light. And I obviously connected it with self-esteem because self-esteem is from where really our securities or insecurities uh, can find its roots. Now, in our exercise, in our last session about who are you, uh, we had to, of course, define ourselves without using uh, any sort of reference to our jobs or our achievements or failures. Usme basically what we have to do is know ourselves apart from all these characteristics. So if we have to now find out who we are, because if our sense of confidence, as discussed in our last session as well, is going to be rooted externally in external factors, it is either going to change, it will disappear, or it will no longer satisfy us. That is understood because impermanence is the nature of life. It's the
True.
nature of life itself. So it's not an opinion, it's a fact of life.
Right.
So अगर हम अपनी sense of self, confidence, self esteem externally नहीं किसी चीज पे base कर सकते, then how do we find out truly who we are, and where do we then base these sense of confidence on? So the answer to this is that if we really want to develop a good and solid sense of self esteem, it has to be based in the truth of who we really are, our authenticity.
Okay.
Now, Authenticity is again a word which could mean many things to many people. So, how do we know then what is our authentic self? And this is where the idea of values come in.
Right,
What
right.
are values? What are values? Values are truly our guiding principles, which really guide us throughout our life.
Right.
अब होता क्या है? Because whenever we experience something, let's suppose if I ask you, where do you feel stress?
When I'm out of control, when things are happening and I'm not able to make sense of them, and they will take me off track, and
Okay.
and I don't know how to deal with it. I get very stressed, and time is running out.
Okay. Now, this could be, of course, in the context of when do you feel stress? When things are in such and such a condition or way. But if we have to focus on where do we feel stress, the answer would be, will it be internal experience or an external experience?
Very much here.
Internal.
Very
Again.
much.
Peace. Where do we feel peace?
वो भी थे.
Internal, right?
Yes.
Exactly. Happiness, internal. Love, internal. So all our experiences have meanings which are internal based.
Yeah.
We experience things internal
Rooted
in
in us.
us.
Right.
Exactly. But what is happening now, because of which we have a crisis of self-esteem, is that in order to intrinsically fulfill ourselves, we are looking for things and equations which are external.
Right. Got it.
Which are external. अब उनसे होगा क्या? You can continue in that vicious cycle, but they're never gonna make you feel fulfilled.
एंड ये जो कोविड का क्राइसिस आया है, इसमें जिन चीजों पे हमारा आसरा था, वो चीजें दाव पे आ गई हैं बहुत से लोगों के लिए. जॉब्स दाव पे आ गए हैं, मॉर्गेजेस दाव पे आ गए हैं. तो ये जितने एक्सटर्नल पिलर्स थे जो हमें खड़ा कर रहे थे और जो हमें मुस्तहकम सेंस देते थे, अब वो क्योंकि हिलने लगे हैं तो मैं हिलने लगा हूं. ऐसे ही आप कह रही हैं.
ऐसा ही है, एग्जैक्टली. एंड अगर हम किसी भी चीज को इसके पर्सपेक्टिव में देखें, लाइफ के पर्सपेक्टिव में, इन इट्स टोटलिटी ऑब्वियसली, तो whatever it is, it will fall into these three categories. Either it will change, it will disappear, or it will no longer satisfy us.
Right, right.
But if we look at the values, they are passed on from generations to generations. They never change.
True, true.
They never change.
Right.
Now, what are some of the core values? If I were to, in our last recording, of course, the question I posed was, who are you? Or who am I? You have to define yourself, right? Some of the core values which people, universally people possess, are security, freedom, consistency, reliability, loyalty, love, compassion. So if I were to, let's suppose me, right? If I have to respond to this question now, without using any external reference to who am I, how would I define myself? I would say, my name is Saima, and I am imperfect, which means I accept I'm not a perfect human being. That is one of my core values. Now, if I believe that I am not perfect, that gives me more grounded sense of my other value, which is progress. Because I'm not perfect, I think progress has to be one of my core values.
Right. Okay.
Which leads to the third one, authenticity. I believe one has to be authentic, true to who they are. Only then they can develop a stable sense of self-esteem.
Right. There is a challenge with authenticity, though, and I've often heard people say that what about adapting to different people and situations? Is one being authentic or in an adapted form, not what one really is, but what one has to be in order to conform in that particular scenario? Now, this does play a question in my mind, which is then how does one retain authenticity without causing offense? Because after all, there is diversity and we need to be very inclusive. And if my authentic self is an affront to another, then what do I do about that?
Authenticity is a blanket term for your core values.
Okay,
If I believe I'm imperfect, how will I take any fixed position and point fingers at somebody when I myself believe I'm not perfect?
fair enough. So you'll be in the place of understanding as opposed to judging.
Exactly. And let me give you another example. Let's suppose somebody complains that I lack motivation. I want to lose weight. I want to go to gym, but I don't have the motivation. And now they're looking for inspiration. They're looking for better trainers, better gyms, better environments. Now, if I were to, let's suppose, conduct the assessment I do in my clinic, obviously, I would help them identify their core values. And if maintaining health is not one of their core values, do what they may, they will
Right.
always lack motivation.
So you mean to say that our values point to the sources of motivation?
We are an expression of our values. If
Now,
somebody,
are these values, by the way, just as a case in point, are these values subconsciously inherited by us from our childhood, or do we need to reflect on what are values for us and deliberately and consciously recognize them or install new ones which are going to help me move forward? Tell me about these values. Are they
that's an
something that
excellent
we
question you've asked.
inherited from childhood, or do we install them? And so this is a confusion in my head right now.
We are raised with a certain set of values, which we are taught by our parents, by our elders, by society. But as we grow in life, as we move along in life,
Hmm.
we learn and we educate.
Yeah.
हम तालीम हासिल करते हैं और उस तालीम का मतलब क्या होता है? You see,
Hmm.
again, the definition of education, it may
Yeah.
vary from person to person. But I personally think if your education or whatever one wants to refer it to, if it's not making you aware of your own ignorance about things, you're not on the path of education.
Right. Right.
तो हमें लर्न करना है थ्रू आउट आवर लाइफ्स. अब अगर एक चीज ये इंसान समझे कि बचपन में मुझे एक चीज यही बताई गई थी या ये मुझे तो यही पता है, तो अब मेरी जिंदगी के तजर्बे मुझे और चीजें सिखाने की कोशिश कर रहे, बट आई एम रिफ्यूजिंग टू लर्न देम.
Hmm.
I am the biggest resistance in my own learning curve or process because I'm not open, I'm not flexible to learn new things.
Right. So to learn new things, Saima, then I've heard that it is, as we grow older, it becomes far more important to unlearn
Yes.
and then relearn. So when it comes to values, and I must confess, I've been asking people in my sessions, one on one and in groups, what are your personal values? And do not tell those to me, just write them down and then let me know. And of course, what I've also discovered is that it is the first time that they ever cared to write their values down, which meant that they were just coming up with nice words because they've
Yes.
seen them in their organization, and they have memorized them, and they have just regurgitated them. So the question here is espoused values and lived values. So there is this disconnect at times, I feel, that we are using those words to pass exams, or if someone asks, I have something to say. But values are truly embedded in our personality. So, this is where I'm trying to explore as to how
Okay.
can one realize that, hey, listen, how long will you be unauthentic? Because authentic
Okay.
simply means living from a consciously known set of values, which are somewhere documented. And in all the choices you're making every day, you are putting them through this filter of values in a sense, so that your decisions are is in alignment with what you are, who you are, and what you stand for.
Okay. Now, it's a very, very detailed and a very deep question you've
All right.
asked
So in
me.
that case, Saima, we will attend to this in
Yes.
part two, because now we are on 15
Yes.
minutes. And inshallah, we will continue this dialogue. But remember, authenticity is something you shared. And
Yes.
I feel that values need to be clarified from there, because ultimately we want to get to the source of confidence and self esteem,
And
which is
self-esteem.
not reliant on externalities, but coming from within us.
Yes.
See you
Yes.
back in part two. Thank you.